Hey budget fam, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are doing a back to school haul. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Jordan. We love doing a lot of cash stuffing on this channel, but I'm also a single mom that makes Etsy and YouTube my full-time income, my full-time job. And I'm also a homeschooling mom. So if any of that interests you or seems intriguing or is relatable in any way, we would love to have you as a part of our family here. So because I am a homeschool mom, I did do a very large back to school haul for my kids. I thought this might be fun to share. I know it's back to school season, back to school time. Everybody is kind of going back to the stores. So I hope that you see some things that interest you. Maybe you find some things that are helpful. I homeschool my kids for some things. My mom helps homeschool them, and I have a tutor coming in this year to help as well. So we all had different lists. We all had some different things that we wanted them to have. So it was really fun to put together these back to school shopping hauls. Y'all, I almost became a teacher just because I love back to school shopping. I love school supplies. If you've been around here, you know that my business is paper and sticker based. I'm also working on a planner line, so like this is totally my realm and things that interest me. Before we jump into it, I guess I should say I have a 5-year-old going on 6-year-old and a 7-year-old who is going on an 8-year-old. So they did help me pick out some of these items, but some of these items again came from lists, like things that me and the other teachers wanted them to have. Also, there's some things in here that are for me because obviously I will have some curriculum and things to gather as well. If you would like to see how I organize all of our stuff, I would love to come back and do a video where I have organized all of it in a week or two. Let me know in the comments if something like that interests you, because I do have a plan of how I would like to organize all these things. Okay, so to jump right into it, I did get some erasable colored pencils for them. They are reluctant writers, reluctant drawers. My oldest son does like to draw a little bit more than my youngest. I'm hoping he will get there, but I know that my oldest likes things that are erasable. We have some erasable pens that he always wants to steal, so I thought we would go ahead and get erasable colored pencils because this would just be a little bit more something he would like a little bit more. Also, we're moving away from crayons this year. We don't have any crayons. I don't know if crayons are popular with some kids. My kids have never liked crayons. They always pick any other option except for crayons, so I didn't even worry about getting them this year. The other option that we have though is these watercolor pencils. They draw just like regular colored pencils, and then you can wet them. They have a wet pen, but what I'm doing with my boys is using these Q-tips. So they each have this little travel Q-tips. This is for travel, so it has a little case. These were 99 cents at Walmart. So what they do is they color their picture, they wet a Q-tip, and then you can just scribble across it and it turns into a watercolor style. Next, going along with the same idea of reluctant writers, this is a 2-pack of dry erase boards. It was $5. You can see they're really thin. I wanted something thin and light for them to put in their book bag. So one side is lined, and it's rather large lines, and the other side is blank. And then I got this pack of dry erase markers at Amazon. I want to say maybe $4. These have an eraser on them, so each of my boys is going to pick out 2 markers to keep with their stuff, to keep with their board. And I'm thinking when we're practicing spelling and maybe just drawing something quickly, they can use this instead of writing pen to paper. It might just make it a little bit more fun. These were $1 each at Target. They got to pick the colors that they wanted. These are just to sharpen their colored pencils. They are not using just like a regular pencil that they would need to sharpen this year. They're using mechanical pencils. You guys know I like this handwriting style from Papermate for my youngest son. These are like triangle shaped, so they're easier to hold. So these will all be for him. And then these mechanical pencils are also Papermate, but they are for my oldest son. They're just a little more, I thought he would think these were just a little bit cooler, so he gets these. These are for my kindergartner. Oh, these were $2.99 at Target. I actually got these at Target online. I'm not sure if they're in the store. And then these were $4.40, also from Target, getting them online. Some of the things we went in person to pick out, some of the things that I knew they weren't going to care too much about, or if it's something that I already had in mind that I really wanted them to have, I went ahead and got them online, because if you try to buy everything in one shopping trip in person with 2 kids alone, I don't know, for me that is always so stressful. So there's some things that were more personalized to them that I wanted them to pick out. Some of these things, like what I'm mentioning now, I just picked out online and had shipped to me. I like this 20 pack of Papermate pens. They are the ballpoint pens. They're the cheaper pens. These were $1.99, Target online. And I don't know, this is just my style of pen. So me and my oldest son will use these. And then my younger son has more of those, the handwriting style for the pens as well, just like the mechanical pencils. There we go. So they're a triangle shape. So this is the pen style, just like that mechanical pencil. It's Papermate handwriting. If you look that up online, you should find it. These pens were a little more expensive. They were $6, I think, from Walmart online. I did pick up 2 mini calculators. These were $4 at Target online. They, again, kindergarten and 2nd grade. This is just something I wanted them to have just to get familiar with the calculator, because why not? They're homeschooled. They can play around with them. I got my oldest son one last year. This one has a little bit more functions though, so I think he will like it. Next is rulers. My older son picked out the wooden ruler. He's very into nature-y things, so I think he liked that it was wooden. It also has the hole punches, so he can put it in his binder. He was excited about that. And then my younger son picked out this poppet ruler that is also from Target. I think most of this stuff seems to be from Target. Whiteout. This is something my kids always ask me for. I never have it on hand. We're each gonna get one for our binders. It's the mini version of whiteout. I think these were $4 for the 3-pack. The scissors they picked out are a camo one for my older son, this shark one for my younger son, also from Target. It's the Fiskars brand. We're getting there, guys. We're almost there. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this because this seems sort of random, but I did pick up some chapsticks, some triple antibiotic ointment, and then a box of tissues. I'm actually going to be putting together a little first aid kit for them in their bags. Something we are going to work on a lot this year is them being a little bit more independent. We are doing a safety unit, and with that, I think I'm just going to encourage them to be using their own safety kit. I'm putting something together that's going to be really light, really simple, but I want them to be able to throw it in their book bag. And if they need a band-aid, if they need triple antibiotic ointment, if they need a tissue, if they need wipes, anything like that, I want them to be able to just go to their bag and take care of it themselves. So that explains these items. I don't have the rest of the things. We have band-aids on hand, of course, but I want to buy some kind of little Ziploc or something, and that will be in their book bag. Again, if you guys would like to see our bags once they're all put together, I would be happy to share that. They're earbuds, but they are like a junior or a kid's version. It has this little block thing so that they can't shove it too far into their ears, so it's the kid version of earpods. They have always had the headphones, but because I'm trying to really keep all of our homeschool stuff consolidated into all 3 of our book bags, I wanted to get something that would be lighter and easier for them to carry, easier for them to travel with. So we picked these up. I'll let you know how they go because, like I said, they do currently use the full earphone, headphone like setups. So I don't know how much they're actually gonna love those. Something that was definitely an impulse buy because they read that this is the world's best eraser. They wanted these little erasers, so they're each gonna get one of these. Last little thing is these Post-its. We're each gonna get a Post-it pack. These each only have 45 sheets each, so it's a small pack, but again, I'm trying to keep everything contained, so I didn't want big packs of Post-its or big amounts. We will just restock some when we need some. To store all of those things that I just showed you, we each have pencil pouches. So my older son picked out this 5-star pencil pouch. We all picked out ones that are hole punch so we can put them in our binders. My youngest son just wanted this plain black one, and then I picked out a blue 3-pouch one to put in my homeschool binder. This brand is, let's see, this is a K-Sit brand. So all of these came from Target. Index cards, my 2 kids needed just plain index cards for my mom's whenever she does math with them. And then I picked this out just to keep to-do list in. These are all from Target as well. It has lined index cards in it. I have found myself lately writing to-do lists all over the place. And so sometimes I just need something easy to grab that's not my full planner. We each got a binder. My kids each got a 1-inch binder. My youngest son wanted the black, my oldest son wanted the red. And then I picked up a 1.5 size binder for myself. These are just the Target brand, that Up and Up brand. And they have the D-rings that I really like. I don't like the circle rings, I like the D-rings. And that's what this one had, so we got some of those. They seem very sturdy. And just a couple things left. My kids got some dividers. These were also from Target. They have what they're calling a Minecraft style on the back and then a camo on the front, which is perfect because both of those things are what my kids are really into. Each kid got to pick out a composition notebook. My kids are still using the wide ruled because they are kindergarten and second grade, but Target had a lot of options for college ruled as well. I was just about to say I should have picked myself up one too, but I was like, I swore I did. I picked myself up a college ruled notebook. All of these are from Target. I think they are really cute styles. I liked this style as well. They had like all of the colors you could think of. Mine will likely contain like lists and plans and different things we're working on, and then the boys are using these for writing. My oldest son did end up with a spiral bound notebook. I don't know what we're gonna use this for yet, but he really wanted it. Last things we got are just some portfolio or like folder styles. Some of these do have the prongs. We won't need them for the prongs. We just use them to organize papers. My youngest son picked out both of these, again from Target. My older son wanted just, they're a plain style, but you know, they're like the textured, really thick plastic ones. He got, oh, might help if I turn it around. Going to go inside my D-ring binder. So I got these two just to organize some of their subjects and some of their things. So that is the entirety of our haul so far. I want to say we spent $170 total for all of the things. The only thing we have left that we need to get is they want new lunch boxes and new book bags. I'm a person that does get my kids new book bags and new lunch boxes every single year. The reason is I let them pick out whatever book bag they want, whatever style they want, and then they get a matching lunch box. The reason is because all of their memorabilia from the year goes into their book bag from that year. So then it's really easy for me to keep organized all of their memorabilia. So like in one year, for example, they might have a couple of picture books that family has put together, pictures of them, maybe a yearbook. We might have some notes thrown in there, a favorite toy or two that they have currently outgrown, and like a couple of t-shirts that they like lived in that year that were their absolute favorite, right? It's really easy to keep memorabilia organized in the book bag from that year because it's easy for me to keep track of, like, oh, if I wanted to see memorabilia from when this kid was 2 years old, I know what book bag he was carrying when he was 2 years old. So that's why I do things that way. I do buy a book bag every single year. I don't see it necessarily as a waste because I'm using it. It's kind of doubling then as storage memorabilia, right? Also, it helps me not overkeep memorabilia because things have to fit in that book bag for that child for that year. That was a random little tidbit there at the end, but you guys know me, I really enjoy organizing. So I thought I would go ahead and share with you guys how I do that in case you find that appealing, or also just to explain the fact that yes, my kids get a new book bag and new lunchbox every single year. Also, it's fun. So like my memorabilia is so fun to see how their interests have changed over the years. Like their first book bags were a superhero one and a Toy Story one. And this year they've moved on to picking out like a camo one, and the other kid is still very into fishing and he picked out a crabs theme. Anyways, I hope you found this video enjoyable or fun or informative in some way. I have enjoyed being here. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.